Hello and welcome back to the Chubby Healer. I hope you guys have been having an amazing week because I had a really exhausting one. In this video, all I really want to talk about is how this entire week, be the 11/11 portal, be the 25th of January, these coming 2 weeks is all about a lot of energetic shifts. And all of those energetic shifts are basically pointing to you and pointing to me about how we are treating ourselves, what relationship we share with ourselves, how we show up for ourselves, how we compromise on certain things that we really like to do, and how we get influenced by others around us, and how we tend to listen more to them and start ignoring our own needs. So, what I realized in the past few years, few months, and specifically this past 1 week is the fact that no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, if you are not soft with yourself, if you're not showing yourself the love that you desire from somebody else outside of you, you will never be able to experience it, and you will always feel this deep hollow, this deep void within your own self. Because, given my experience, as far as I have worked, as far as I have dated people, as far as I have been in friendships, no matter what happened, every time that I went like, let me do it, let me show them how much I love them, it was always very nice. Like, they felt really nice, but they did not respond in a way that I wanted them to. And I always was left feeling, did I not do enough? Because if I would have done the same thing for myself, or somebody else would have done the same thing for me, I would have been so happy. I would have been jumping around. I would be so grateful. Even though I understand this, that it was my need of control over others, that I wanted them to respond in a specific way. More or less, it was me betraying my own self. It was me overlooking my own needs and values, because every time I overlooked my own values, I thought I would connect more with others. But that does not really happen. I mean, no matter how much you sacrifice, no matter how much you compromise, no matter how much you adjust and try to be compatible with somebody that does not even care about compromising things to be with you, you will always be left feeling a little less deserving, a little less respected, a little less loved. And every time this cycle happens, every time you go through it, you will be more and more frustrated and angry. And you will end up shouting, you will end up criticizing everybody around you, and then you might even feel guilty for doing all of that out of anger. But realize this, that anger is just intelligence. Every time we get angry, it is a signal for us that this is the boundary which has been overstepped, or what our boundaries are, where we want our boundaries to be. Every feeling is important. You cannot expect to feel happy and jolly and in love all the time. There will be times when you will be sad, you will be frustrated, you will be angry. But how you understand those feelings, how you deal with them, how you feel them, and how somebody else also understands that all of these feelings are important, and how they take care of you, how they show up for you, is very, very important. It is important because no matter how badly, I'm sorry for the clinking, because no matter how badly you want to be with somebody, it will never work out if you don't know how to be there for yourself, and if the other person does not know how to treat you. The way you treat yourself, you show others how to treat you, right? And if you are not treating yourself with the same amount of love, if not more, with the same amount of respect, if not more, with the same amount of softness, if not more, then you will never see anybody out there give that to you. For me, most of my experiences, be it dating, be it friends, be it anything, it has been mostly a mirror of my insecurities, of my avoidant attachments or my anxious attachments. And with time, I have realized it that, you know what, yes, that is a part of me, that was a part of me, but at the very same time, I choose better for myself. I choose to take another path. This past few weeks, I have been receiving a lot of conflicting, if that would be the word, yeah, conflicting opinions of myself from outside of me. I have seen people mirror my past to me. I have seen people mirror these particular phases that I had been to me. And I have seen people who have actually been through all of these phases and they have reached another phase. They mirror that back to me. And in all of this, as annoyed I was, like, why do I always have to find people with so many issues? Why do I always have to be complimented by people with so many issues? Because at the end of the day, I was like, I don't want to be in that energy. Why am I in that energy? The more irritated, the more frustrated I got, there came a time where I was like, okay, frustration comes from a point when I feel that I am not meeting a certain standard that has been set. I asked myself what that standard was. And the moment I asked myself what that standard was, I realized it wasn't my standard, it was the society's standard. And healing is a lifelong process. It is not linear, right? You do, dear, I can't even pronounce words now. Oh, you do realize this, right? Like, when you heal all those parts of you that you did not even realize existed. You heal people around you as well when you're healing, and therefore when you're actually healing, when you're actually getting better, working on yourself, there will be so many people out there that will mirror back to you the old versions of you, because you've healed from them. And it is, at the end of the day, a test of the universe that will you go back to that pattern, will you go back to that cycle or not. And whatever you choose for yourself, however you choose it, it's yours. Because why not? I mean, if I've healed from them, I should not be annoyed being around them. I should not feel irritated being around them. And I don't really feel annoyed or irritated being around them, but there is this particular thought pattern that I have, which is so critical of me, this particular voice in my head that you are doing this wrong. But I know I'm not doing anything wrong, because at the end of the day, I've healed from all of them. I have my own definitions of everything, be it love, be it respect, be it friendship, be it relationship, be it anything. I have my own definitions. Even for dating, even for seeing people, it's mine. Therefore, every time I see myself feeling bad or criticizing myself for something that I know is not even my fault, I take a step back nowadays and I just ask myself that, where is this thought of criticism, where is this thought or where is this feeling of sadness coming from? Once I trace wherever that is coming from, I go like, is this belief 100% true for me? If it's not true for me, why would I even want to keep it, right? And if I have a choice, what would I choose for myself? And these three questions just change. There is a shift in my energy. No matter how negative, no matter how stressed, no matter how stiff my shoulders are always like this, it goes down. I feel relaxed. I know how to walk again. I know how to talk again. I know how to be myself again. And yes, it is not easy because we've never done it. We've never done it. I never did it. It was so difficult for me to reassure for myself by myself, because I was like, isn't reassurance given from outside of me? Because that is what I've been doing my entire life. I've taken reassurance from outside of me. But no, honey, when you start reassuring yourself with love, with grace, with gratitude, you realize how beautiful life is, how beautiful everything around you is, no matter what kind of people you encounter. Because at the end of the day, certain people will not even exist in your reality if you stop giving your energy to them, if you stop thinking about them. Trust me, that is so true. I joined this new workplace and I have very weird people with weird thought processes, very predatory thought processes. But yeah, like, once you know what you want, once you know what kind of people you want, what kind of energy you want to entertain, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, it does not matter. Because at the end of the day, who are they to define how your day goes? Who are they to define how you feel about yourself or you feel in a particular setting? It is you who is giving meaning to all of it, right? Therefore, the moment you start treating yourself right, the moment you start standing up for yourself, the moment you start letting that critical voice in your head shut up, you know what you want, you know where you want to go, you know what kind of people you want, and you just know how amazing it is. There is no fear of missing out anymore. There is just relief of missing out. There is just joy of missing out. In the words of Tam Kaur, Jomo. Yep. And in the words of Nimisha Verma, Romo. Relief of missing out. I don't know why has universe been not letting me roll out my words properly, but then I hope this message reaches to all of you guys who needed to know this, who needed this reassurance, who needed to just listen to something that would let them know that, you know what you're doing, you're right, you're aligned, it's okay. The more you see past patterns come up, the more you know that you are going towards the life that you have always desired. You are going towards the version of you that you have always pictured. That's all. That's all for today. Have a great, great day, my lovelies.